I feel like we're nearing the end of disc 3, but we now have this wonderful flying space dragon spaceship, which means we can access areas of the world map that we couldn't before. And it's like the classic Final Fantasy thing when you finally get the ability to fly in the overworld. You can reach all sorts of places, which we will do. We will look around for a bit, but not after we have gone in there. I don't know why it's so red, by the way. I feel like that only happened once we get close to this place. We'll be looking around for 3 to 4 streams at least. I mean, it comes... I don't know how much is actually, like, there. Wait, why is there Rinoa? Oh, we can't pick her, though. Okay. It looks flat, like a flounder, which is the English word for flounder. Let's get Kistis junctioned up, I guess. I didn't make that up. Flounder. Isn't that the name of... Isn't that also the name of... God damn it. The fish? The, like, yellow fish in Little Mermaid? Isn't he called Flounder? Who's called Flounder? There's a character named Flounder. Who's not a flounder. Very mysterious. Simon? There's a character called Flounder in something. I don't know, let's get in this place. I haven't seen The Little Mermaid in either German nor English in... Hello, kitty cat? What do you have for me to draw? Life, Demi, and Death. In any language. I haven't seen that movie in so long. It is Flounder in English. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm happy to learn that. Yeah, he's not a flounder at all. I don't know why he's called Flounder. Yoink. It punched! 4 regeneration rings. Okay. Oh, that's death. Makes sense. Multi-hit death? My guess is that either in this dungeon, after this dungeon, this disc ends. Or very soon afterwards. It's Fabius. Is Simon the crab? I have no idea, actually. Again, I haven't seen that movie in so long. It's Sebastian, right? That does sound correct. This is a pretty tanky cat. Do you have anything else now? No. No, the kissy face. There we go. Brothers learned something. In the Little Mermaid series, and it was a water dragon. I don't think I ever watched the series. I watched a bunch of the, like, Disney cartoon TV series. Like, I watched a bunch of Hercules and Aladdin specifically. But I don't think I ever watched Little Mermaid. Oh, hello, HP 40%. Jesus Christ, he has so much HP now. Let's see. There were a lot of weird cartoons on when we were a kid. Like some that only were on for like 1 to 2 seasons. That tried to be, I don't know, like the next Ninja Turtles, and they just weren't. Who's this cute little guy? Oh, he's a Gamora type. Dude. Like, I very, very vividly remember Mummies Alive. But I don't know anything about that. I remember having toys. You have to, like, use a spell on you so you open up again? No, I think it ran only for a few seasons. Or like Street Sharks. I mean, there were a bunch of cartoons that was very obviously specifically there just to sell toys. I mean, that's basically what Transformers was. But Transformers did well, and a bunch of others tried, and a lot of them failed. Like, oh my god, remember Biker Mice from Mars? I remember having, like, action figures from that show. Yeah, you watched the more grown-up stuff, of course. Like Pokemon. I watched Pokemon as well. I dismissed the first one. Who learned something? Well, Cerberus learned something. More GF HP is never wrong. But speed 20% is also pretty amazing. Let's learn that. Nope, not you. Right, I can just do this. Oh, Quetzalcoatl. I mean, magic plus 40 is amazing. Let's get in there. I don't know why this scene, even though the architecture is very, very different, it kind of reminds me of Silver. Which the last time I played that game was also on stream. So, like 4 years ago. It's a good game. I want to see your comrade off. I'll make an exception. Go ahead. Oh, aren't you particularly nice? What are you doing here? This is a restricted area. Dude, there were like 2 guards up front and they let me pass. Because I'm an elite soldier. What are they gonna do? If I really want to get in here. To do what I should have done earlier. I'll never know unless I do it. They looked at me restrictingly. No, they just straight up said, go on ahead, I'm making an exception. What are you talking about? I know what I want and what I have to do. Still a chance. I'm not gonna look back. I'm taking Rinoa with me. What? You must be joking. It's too late. Aw. The kiss is whipped and Zoe was just like, you wanna go, mate? You wanna have some of these? Go where? Okay. Maybe this isn't even a dungeon. Maybe we just run in, grab her, and get out. Okay, yeah, seems like it. Renoa, hold on. I'll get you out in a sec. What am I supposed to do? Come on! Aww. Look at them, so handsomely animated. Both of them suffering from the dreaded no-ass syndrome. Squall, don't. I'm a sorceress. I don't care. Renoa, Squall! Let's go. I mean, it's true. Every single character in this game is lanky as hell. You know, insanely long legs and like no curves. What kind of Power Ranger are you? That man. Why is everyone allowed to leave except for me? Will I pass you on the left? Will I pass you on the right? On the left? On the right? Fine. Oh, he just nodded at me. I've seen him before. Have you now? Because I don't think I have. At least not that I remember. What's wrong, Renoa? I'm just a little embarrassed. Why? Maybe when I was off with the other guys, that might be it. I was so set on staying in SR. But then when you guys rescued me, I made me so happy and... No need to be embarrassed. Yeah, happy is good. Thanks, everybody. Squall, you're awfully quiet. What's up? I have a lot on my mind. As an expert Squall observer, he's thinking, what do we do now? Blah, blah, blah. If you think and worry too much, everything tends to turn bad. Aren't you supposed to be like the more adult teacher one? Squall, why don't we just picture a brighter future? Whatever. But seriously, what do we do from here? I'm not really sure, but don't we have to do something about that lunatic Pandora and Esther? After all, the Galbadians are controlling it. Which means Cypher is behind all this too, right? Cypher is Ultimessia's puppet. Yeah, and that Ultimessia. We can't let that sorceress from the future mess up our world. Let's go kick her ass. We're seeds. We're here to destroy sorceresses, right? Zell? Sorry. So, Squall, where are we going? Can we go to the orphanage you guys were talking about in Trabia? The place is in shambles. There's nothing to see there. I want to stay away from places where there are lots of peoples. I'm a sorceress if Ultimecia possesses me again. Let's go. Head to Idea's house. Or... Game? Okay, thank you. Alright. It controls kind of weirdly. How was it? Or we can look at where we can go. Like, I'm pretty sure we haven't been like here. And here. Oh, nope. We definitely haven't been in that thing. What button even does what again? No, that's cockpit. Yes, I know where we're going. One of them makes me go. But how do I land? Like, is it not this? That flies up, down, tilt, goes forward, goes backwards. The other button brings me to the cockpit. How do I leave? There we go. Okay, so I was too close to the thing because that was the button I pressed before. Oh, and now we get a way more downward angle. Ah, okay. I can kind of swap it. Yeah. That's what I was pressing, but I guess I was too close. I was as low to the ground as I could, but it just didn't work until I flew a bit away from the... Hi, Behemoth. What the fuck? Excuse me? When did you start showing up? That's actually better than I thought. I think when it comes to Behemoth, I am still a little bit traumatized from Monster Hunter World. Alright. Maybe we should muck him. Well, if these don't just kill. Behemoth is one of my favorite, like, classic... I was about to say Monster Hunter again. While we playing Final Fantasy enemies. It's just a cool design. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure he will die after this. File monsteries, exactly. It's so fun to engage in this series, like, that so many people cherish and finally get to experience it for myself. It is one of my favorite parts about playing these games. Mug! A barrier. Okay. I love how the ground fixes itself. Get mugged, bitch. Alright. I guess you can only mug once. I already finished my drink. I knew I should have just gotten something like a full water bottle or something before I started streaming instead of the rest of cola that I still had with me. Oh, he's still alive. I mean, I guess he is pretty tanky. Being prepared is lame and for losers. I agree. Unless we're talking about Pathfinder campaign. No, it's not roughly 70% of things I think about. Shut up. Any new and exciting things? That looks scary. I think I have a pretty good... Oh, of course you know Meteor. Why did I assume you don't know Meteor? Goodbye, Squall. Oh, goodbye, Diablos also, probably. Well, it was only Squall. I have a really good... I think I have a, pretty good grasp on the rules now. And how characters and feats and everything work. So when it comes to that, I think I'm pretty much good to go. I still don't have, a lot of knowledge about all the spells, but I think that will come with time. I love how it flattens the enemies like... Nice backflip, dude. How'd that miss? That's not a flying enemy. You cannot tell me that that thing flies. Yeah, I still have time. And the main time is preparation of maps, music, and of course learning Foundry. That's the biggest thing right now. Foundry has so much possibilities, and I really need to get at least decent with it when we start. I know that I'm able to make music. I know that I'm able to make the maps and everything. The only thing that's a big question mark is how quickly and intuitive is it for me to learn this new software that we're playing in. I usually am, but I don't like to be for this when my vision of the campaign and thus the fun of the people involved, whose time I'm occupying, depends on my ability to be prepared. I'm definitely not above winging TTRPG adventures. Some of my, in my opinion, best adventures that I've ever mastered were 100% improvised. But I liked in this one to present a coherent story and world and level that off with maps and plans and music. I do have a good reputation by the people, according to the people I've played with. Again, I've recently told the story of that werewolf murder mystery adventure, where actually one of the people that we are going to play with came up to me like a year later at a party, drunk, told me I can't let it go. Dude, you have to tell me, did we make the right choice back then? I took it as a huge compliment. It was meant as a huge compliment. This is a tanky behemoth. I don't know why I didn't think he would be tanky. I guess that's why he has regeneration, so we can cast it on ourselves. I think when it comes to the there we go. Yep, that's that one. When it comes to the Ultra Wave sounds awesome. When it comes to the DMs that I've played with, I do think that I am one of the best of them. Because I think I'm a really good storyteller, and that's what I put a huge amount of focus on. And I also know my shortcomings, like my biggest shortcomings historically in DMing were definitely, at least during a certain part of my life, being underprepared. So that's something that I want to, what the fuck is degenerator? That I want to get away from. And the other part is that I'm not really that good at designing encounters, like fights. Which is why a decent chunk of my adventures usually end without a single fight. I'm huge into like just talking, just figuring stuff out adventures. But obviously I do want to have encounters. Whoa! What is this? Yeah, that's something that will definitely... Okay, I guess she degenerated him out of existence? Okay, and we still got XP for it and everything? Wild. Let me just get something new to drink. I'll be right back. Well, it's not a bathroom break, so of course there's no counter. After the garden's gone, the seed hunt will begin. Which is also what I call giving handjobs to strangers in forests. Yeah, I like that one as well. Oh, we have been here. Who are you? Sky makes me feel depressed. I miss the blue sky. Blue makes me excited. Oh, stop teasing me. Death found. Sure. Right, we have been here. Oh wait, we got Renoir back, right? Sorry, kisses. I just like Renoir more. Also, we... Right, junction exchange. We spent a like shit ton of time getting her back, so I think I want to have her in my party. Let's check some of the like other locations on the world map though. I also generally just like her. I think she's a pretty cool character. You can see that they kinda wanted to try to make the next Aerith, but didn't want to repeat themselves. Which, on the one hand, is great. On the second hand, you definitely realize that they didn't succeed in creating another Aerith. But she's still a good character. This just... the wood hill. Is there anything here except for, like, forest? Can I land in the forest? No, you usually can't. What was the other thing that I saw? Yeah, right down here. I'm also not sure about oh, we were here. I remember this. But we weren't here. I think we shortly were. But we didn't when we looked for the house. But we couldn't really get up there. Where do I take inspiration from building NPCs in my campaign? From pretty much anything and everything. I do take inspiration from games a lot. Novels, movies. Yeah, I mean pretty much everything. No, there's still this continent. Like here, it's... I guess it's it's sand dunes? What is that? Is that just a splatter or is that anything? No, that's just like gray texture. Do I have something specific? I mean, I have a lot of specific things. Hello? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What am I doing? I can't target it. What is that? Was that just a UFO? What the fuck was that? It stole... I think it stole a pyramid. But I don't see a pyramid in here. I mean, I guess it stole it. Like, you know what? Let's wander around this desert a bit more. That seems like fun. Yeah, I tried to get an inspiration for a campaign. And set, like, the framework. Oh, it's cactuars! And slug. Was that cactuars? They have haste! What do you have? Arrow, tornado, and quake. How bad is this quake? Ah, that's fine. I probably would have been able to get here way earlier. But I mean, it's kind of supposed to scale, right? Yeah, I tried to get a framework, like a good idea. Oh, right. Those things run away. I kind of forgot about that. Goodbye! And I kind of want to get both a vibe down first, and like the story framework, and the core, like, way to play. Like, for example, what we're doing now is very inspired by like very classic campaigns. And of course Baldur's Gate 3, or just like the Infinity game engines, with the structure of oh, it got up. Oh, it's swaffling us. With the structure of having like multiple acts that are clearly defined and that move the plot forward. And inside of an act, you have more or less a base of operations and then an area around it where you will unlock more areas for you to do quests in, but you will always kind of return to the same place where you will have like your basic infrastructure. That's very different than earlier campaigns that I did. A lot of my campaigns were almost like road trips. Like, my players would go to a town, go to a city, go to a place, finish what they were supposed to be doing there, and then they got a clue what the next place would be, and then they would go there, and maybe something would happen on the way, but then they would go to the next place, finish what they were doing there. Like, they never really stayed in one spot for a prolonged period of time. That's a tanky worm, by the way. It's a tanky saliva worm. And one style of campaign that I always wanted to do was create pretty much a world so static and recognizable that my players could basically walk around in it freely. Basically, an open world setting. So basically, that's the last campaign, the Dark Eye campaign that I worked on before we stopped playing the Dark Eye 10 years ago, is where I would actually have not only maps, but full-on descriptions and character sheets for every single NPC in that whole, somewhat restricted, but still the whole area, with multiple settlements, multiple other people, multiple factions. It was very inspired by Gothic 1. And I wanted to have everything be so persistent because I wanted my players to come up with things like, oh, we have, I don't know, like a code on, like a cryptic message. But I remember in this settlement, there was this guy named, I don't know what. He's good at, like, decrypting stuff. Let's go there. I wanted to create a world so rich and so persistent that they would remember these characters themselves because they would always be consistent, which is something that I feel like a lot of DMs struggle with, and I struggled with, and usually it's not that important. But I was under the influence of a campaign we started that actually the guy that we're playing with mastered, and he was very unprepared a lot of the time, especially when it came to NPCs, which led to the situation that multiple NPCs that we were having multiple interactions with had the same name, so it was really hard to distinguish between them. And so we were pretty detached from them, and that's what I wanted to avoid. I want to kill some cactuars, and I want to see the UFO again. There are a lot of. That's not a cactuar. A lot of John Smith. His standard name was Aunt. I still remember it. It's still like a running joke. Every single character was named Arndt. If you couldn't think of anything. Bio. But yeah, this campaign that I'm planning out now is basically something... It's basically a sensible version of that, right? Like, the towns you visit multiple times will be persistent, and the important people will stay the same. But I will not give, like, every single person who lives in that town a recognizable... persistent personality and description and background, because most of them are not important. You will ask a lot of questions, but that's why I will just improvise and live with the fact that if the situation arises that maybe... What the fuck was that? Maybe if I don't remember something, the information will just be retconned. I will just live with that. I feel like it's the sensible thing. I will have the important things prepared. Oh, I can mug you! I forgot. Get mugged! 8 red fangs. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Davey, good to see you. How are you? Yeah, I don't think we will burn out. But part of... Like, usually I would maybe not put as much work in the campaign, or like have it planned out for such a long period of time. Like, I full on intend for this to be a really long campaign. And maybe usually I wouldn't do that. I would maybe plan the beginning and have maybe a campaign that would build up on it. But I think part of why I am going like all in is because my TTRPG experience right now is just not great. The group that I'm in, it feels like we're going nowhere, and we're not really playing often, and we're not getting into the system or into the world. And I just want to change that and really like put my all into it for Pathfinder. You've thrown a bag of something family moves, but you won £1,000. That's a good and a bad thing. I mean, £1,000 is nothing to scoff at, but I hope you're able to. Did he just stop him? I hope you're able to relax your back a bit. Yeah, that's why reliability is one of my most important criteria. I mean, I still like the people that I play Coriolis with, obviously, and I still like Coriolis. It's just that we play so rarely, and you really... I mean, we talked about it in our group, and for a lot of people, for like more than half the group, it's just not a priority. Which I get, but it's also a shame, because that just means you don't really do anything. We've been playing Coriolis for like almost 3 years, I think, at this point. And we still don't really know the rules or a lot about the world, because we just have played so little and so far apart that we never really were able to invest ourselves in that system. And that's a shame, and it really suffers. Oh, that's awesome. That's good timing then. I mean, it's always a good timing to to win £1,000. But that's extra good timing. I mean, our DM he's doing his best. He has some neat ideas. That's what I like about him DMing. But that can't just mask the fact that we're not really into the game as much as we probably should be when we're playing it. Sure. These are some tanky enemies, right? Behemoth and now this guy. They're not really dangerous. The fights just take long. Also, I think that did no damage. I didn't see a number. Yeah, it is. I mean, this group has been playing in kind of different combinations, but for the most part, we were the same people. Has been playing TTRPGs for more than 12 years now. And we switched systems 2 times. We played Shadowrun for a long time, and it worked. But it kind of got stale. Actually, I think that's still funny. Yeah, I think that playing on the work days in the evening is more reliable as well. One thing that's really funny is that I originally just wanted to switch my Shadowrun character. Because I really started to dislike my character after playing him for like at least 6 years. And I was a little bit apprehensive about switching characters. I don't like to do it usually, but I thought of a cool concept for the new character, and I figured it out and I created him, and then I talked about it, pretty much announced it. And that's when everyone else came forward and saying that they don't really want to play Shadowrun anymore, if we want to swap systems. Which on the one hand was kind of neat, because I do like playing different systems. But on the other hand, it was like the first time I was excited for Shadowrun and my Shadowrun character since like 2.5 years, and now I wasn't gonna be able to play him. That was kind of funny. And then we did this whole thing of looking for systems, and every one of us could recommend stuff, and we were talking about it a lot. We landed on Coriolis, but since then, we never really arrived in Coriolis. We played way too rarely. None of us really read a lot about it. None of us really remember the rules. We have to look up the rules every single time. And yeah, it just kind of the hook's missing. And because of that experience, I want to provide a very, very different experience when you heal from water, huh? I want to give a very different experience. When we play. I think I will too. I'm pretty confident in my ability to DM, actually. Even though I haven't done it in a while. In a long while. Like, I haven't DM'd for 3 years since we started Coriolis. And I have not done, like, an actual just me campaign since since my last The Dark Eye campaign, which I think ended in 2014. Like, we stopped playing The Dark Eye, I think in 2016, when I moved away from my old home. And I wasn't even DMing the last campaign we played. My god, what a tanky chimera. That's a lot of AP, though. I should maybe also... I'm using a lot of tents. Should maybe... Oh, sorry. Maybe also get to a... just like one of the smaller towns. And go into the, like, into the shop, get especially some potions and some tents. Cactuars! Run away! I'm not leaving until I kill the cactuar. Thanks for banning that mob. That bobba-da-bobba-da-ba. Is anything in this? It seems like there's nothing actually in this desert. Like a place. Yeah, well, it was able to strike first, so it was able to run away first. Hi! God damn it, they're so quick! They're really cute, yeah. I stole cactus thorns and then escaped. They are, they really are. What if this is just a stream where I try to kill cactuars and fail? And we do that for like 2 hours. Okay. Ah, it's you again. Stop! No, stop! They're so fast. In the first fight we had, they weren't that fast. They were stuck around for quite a while. Didn't they? I just want to see if they like drop anything or give you anything or... What do we get? What do we get from them? Why are they so keen to run away? What are they hiding? Rawr. Why did I grab the little bottle? It's almost gone again. This is like 500 ml, I think. Like half a liter. That's not a lot for me. Couldn't steal, goddammit. Oh. I'm a camel. Correct. Oh, Diablo's learned something. HP plus. I think Shiva learned something a while ago as well, yeah. Yeah, let's do this first. Diablos, there you are. Oh, GFHP, yeah, you kinda need that. I don't know, it's just, when I was like in my early 20s, I just convinced myself that I needed to drink more during the day, and then I just did, and it's just been ingrained ever since. It's definitely something that was that way originally. I used to drink way less. Four windmills. Hi. That was way too early. Don't you swaffle me. I still have not seen the freaking UFO again. That's upsetting. And boink. You can't just tease me with a UFO. You do get a bunch of AP though. Our Guardian forces are leveling quite a bit. Did you just get back in to get some trivia? I will give you a trivia, of course. What do I have? I can get the last thing from this page. I'm a bass player originally, so I'm really interested in like other bass players and bass history. One of the most important bass players of all time is Jaco Pastorius. And Jaco Pastorius, his famous so-called Bass of Doom, which was a Fender jazz bass, not a P bass, a jazz bass, that he ripped the frets out himself. It was stolen from him, like shortly before his death. And people thought it was lost, and it kind of was for a while. But eventually a bass was found that looked like it, and a lot of different bass players, like Victor Wooten, for example, played it and assessed it and concluded that yes, it was indeed Jaco's old bass. And it is now owned, and this is the main part of the fact, because this is something that I didn't know until a couple of months ago. It is now owned by Metallica bassist Robert Trujillo, because he's a huge fan of Jaco, as pretty much any living bass player is. And he's the custodian of Jaco's old, famous, fretless jazz bass. And he lends it out to bass players and performers. You're the most important bass player. Definitely a important bass player, because all bass players are important. But I'm too much of a... Like, even though I don't play bass as much anymore as I used to, I'm more of a... I'm pretty much a multi-instrumentalist at this point. I play what I need to for my projects. If I would say that I'm like a one-instrument person, the one that fits most is actually a synth by now. But I'm still a bass player at heart, and Jaco Pastorius is just so insanely influential. I feel like one of the most influential musicians for a singular instrument of the last 100 years. Not just might, I will do some new music. I will have to shift some things around a bit because right now, very spontaneously, I created a whole new TTRPG group for myself, a Pathfinder group, which I'm DMing, and creating that campaign has a bit of priority right now, but I will create music specifically for that, but I will also release, it will be like Dungeon Synth style music. But I still plan on releasing 2 new synth EPs this year. I was originally releasing those in... I was originally planning to release those at the end of September and at the end of November, so those will be shifted by like a month. So like end of October will be one, and then end of the year will be the other one. And I will also, next year, hopefully, release 2 metal albums. That's at least a very optimistic plan right now. Because one, I want to do a new solo metal album. Not entirely sure what style, actually. It might be a follow-up to my old release, the Red Year. It might be something completely different. And I'm also working with a friend on the metal album. We're in pretty early stages, but I think it can happen until like July of next year or something. I think we will have an album by then. So music's still happening. But yeah, for the rest of this year it will be more synth related stuff. Like a short 4 to 5 track EP at the end of November, and then a longer ambient album for the end of the year. Some punk bass lines. That's a nice offer, but I like to play my own instruments. I mean, when there are things that I'm not able to play, I sometimes get help, but most of the time, I mean, I am legitimately mostly a bass player still, so I play my own bass. And when it comes to my solo album, I actually do like to keep things solo. That's why I'm not in a band. I learned that a few years ago. I generally like being in a band. Oh god, I didn't pay attention and healed him like 7 times with Quetzalcoatl. Oh, maybe it's because it depends on which head's up top, and I just didn't pay attention at all that his heads are spinning, and which takes damage from what. Being a band can be really cool and enriching, and performing on stage can be a lot of fun. But I realized for myself that if I am in a band that has like a lot of practice and tries to get somewhere and the focus is there, that means that I'm less likely to work at the music that I want to make specifically. And that's why I haven't been in a band since like 2018. And that's why I only have like a studio project with one of my friends instead of a full band. Like we're not planning necessarily to make it a full band. It's really unlikely actually. The only way that could happen, I think, is if we somehow get like somewhat popular and are asked to perform live, and then we get specifically for that we get live musicians. But I don't see that happening, so yeah. I need to be the main guy in the band. That's also really really exhausting because you're still doing like practices and everything. It's a different focus, right? I don't necessarily want to perform. I can, right now, I rather see myself perform live with the synth than with a metal band. Although I don't rule out ever being in a band again and performing with a metal band because, as I said, I genuinely like playing concerts. I was actually not it. I felt like I was mostly professional. Metal synth. That is one of the possible concepts for my solo albums next year. Yeah. Oh, I know, Mortis. What the? Why did that heal you now? Dungeon synth is a genre that I never really paid that much attention to. But once I started to get into synth stuffs, like even before I started collecting my modular synth and building my modular synth, I was getting into synth stuff and I got myself an OPZ, for example. I enjoyed like getting more into dungeon synth, and it has like waned on and off, but right now, like I used to make stop. I used to make music for my The Dark Eye campaigns. Not like the entire soundtrack for it, but I made a decent chunk of music. And when I now realized, oh, I'm DMing like another fantasy pen paper campaign, my first thought was like, oh my god, I can make music for that. And my next thought was, oh, that can be like dungeon synth that I always kind of wanted to make, but I never really had a reason for it. Yeah, I haven't listened to that yet, but I heard about it. I heard that he did another dungeon synth album. Or like, I guess just like a synthy album. Can this thing die? It's getting somewhat tiring. And I still haven't killed the cactuar. Maybe I should scan it and just learn what I'm doing wrong. Apparently I'm doing a lot wrong. Like, I'm only paying half attention anyway. Die, please. Oh my god. Maybe try paying full attention? Nah, that sounds annoying. I mean, I guess he has water, bio, and Thundaga, so maybe he's just immune to those, because those are the spells he has. He's just really tank. I need to, you know what? I need to do a scan on this guy. I just want to know how much XP he has. Dispel. I didn't even have a buff on me. Yeah, most of the time I get shitty jokes. Also with 4 hats that use magic, physical attacks, status changes, and their original skill Aqua Breath. Water has no effect, absorbs lightning, air, and water, and it has 25,000 XP, and it's weak to ice. Okay. Is that water? I never get it. Or is that fire? That's lightning, water, and air. Maybe that's bio? I don't get the little... Has no effect, those bubbles. I don't know. But it's weak to ice, apparently. Well, can't be. Fire definitely does something. I've been using Ifrit this entire fight. Because it's one of the only things that work. We've already been going for like over an hour, and I legitimately pretty much only tried to kill Cactuars. We're dangerously close to just being in this desert, trying to kill Cactuars for more than 2 hours. Siren learned treatment. And brothers. Siren and brothers. Okay. Oh, Siren is like fully complete. 80%. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? 80%. No, I think we're pretty close, but now we can fly, so I want to do some optional stuff. Because usually when you get a flying machine in a Final Fantasy game, the world kind of opens up. It's mainly just this, we only made it to this desert, where the first encounter we had was with a literal UFO, and then Cactuars. Let's just try to kill them as soon as possible. Okay, we got one. That's not a lot of XP. Cactus thorns. That, oh my god, that's a lot of AP though. Holy shit. Okay, now I understand why you want to do these. Holy shit. What did we get? Ifrit got like strength up, right? +1 bonus to strength at level up. That's not something to junction, right? Oh, it is. Spirit +40, who cares? I mean, I think I will only be here for like 2 or 3 encounters more. Because we haven't seen the UFO yet, and I don't want to be in this desert the entire fucking time. As tempting as it is. I kind of want to see if there's maybe something, a different thing, like in the ocean. I vaguely remember that we sailed past something that we couldn't enter. Very, very vaguely. But I don't see it on the map, but maybe because it's not land, technically? I could be mistaken, though. But I remember when we were looking for a way to get to S-Tower, we just sailed all around the place. He's still alive? You know what's also pretty unsettling? Is that I'm pretty sure we have not encountered a Marlboro yet. But like one of the very, very few things that I had like visualized before I played this game. I so vividly remember a screenshot of this game where the party's fighting a Marlboro. And we have not seen a Marlboro yet. And that's what's making me nervous. Like a cigarette? I mean, they have the same name. It's the tentacle plant monsters that have what's the ability? Bad breath. Like they have a lot of speed, so they usually act pretty quickly, and they use bad breath, which gives you like all the negative status effects to your entire party. It's one of the most annoying enemies in all of Final Fantasy. And I know they're in this game. Like most UK adults. Damn. I mean, you can make that joke. I can't make that joke, but you can. Oh, no, not another one of these. Okay, after these we're going. So Shiva should do a lot of damage, right? You know people who don't brush their teeth? What the fuck? I'm sorry to hear that, actually. I'm having my half-yearly dentist appointment tomorrow. Which I used to be one of those, like, very stereotypical, I'm afraid of the dentist, I don't want to go kind of people, but I'm not anymore. I never really had issues with my teeth, thankfully. I got my wisdom teeth removed. That was the most annoying part that I ever had to deal with. That is weird. That guy sounds weird. Hi, Alexander. You do less damage than Ifrit, but I just like seeing you from time to time. Yeah, wisdom teeth. Not everyone has them. I only had 3, and I only had to get 2 of them removed. So I still have 1. I think top left, and on the top right I didn't have 1. And my bottom 2 got removed. Now I didn't pay attention again how much damage these did. And if they maybe healed this thing, because it's an annoying fight. The one thing, like I had to get my lower wisdom teeth removed, and I was begging. I was begging with a doctor. I said, I know myself. It takes a huge amount of commitment and energy for me to make these appointments. Please, 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 just take both of them out at the same time. I don't care that I can only eat soup for a week. I know myself. I will not come back. And he was like, nah, I only do one side by principle. And so it took me like 9 months to find the courage to go back and say, hey, we need to remove the other one as well. I knew it. That's what doctors get for not listening to me. But other than that, I never had anything with my wisdom teeth. And So by now, it's just generally I get like a checkup and my teeth get cleaned and I'm out of there in like 20 minutes. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that most of the doctors who remove wisdom teeth just don't care. They just do all of it. You don't have to chime in out of the shower. You can shower first. But my surgeon was very adamant that he would not do both sides at once. Don't you eat my face? I think, like, Squall does do a decent chunk of damage with his auto attack if I get the QTE. So it makes more sense to just have him spam auto attacks because it's quicker than Ifrit. Even though Ifrit does more damage, like in a single hit. Alright, Davey, thank you so much for dropping by. Highly appreciated as per usual. I hope you have a good rest of your week. See you soon, mate. There we go. Oh, Alexander, nice. I just realized, do you not get the drops when you mug them? Because I didn't auto-attack with Zell this time and I got the red fangs, but I got less. So maybe it's different items? Otherwise it wouldn't make any sense, right? Why would you even have mug if you would just get the same items as a drop? What was it? Alexander, right. Revive. Boost. I don't know why I didn't do that already. Let's try to get like one more Cactuar fight. The Chimeras are annoying and they take a long time, so I don't. But I want to have that. Yes, Cactuar, please. Let me hit you. Please. That's one. $20 AP as a buttload. Diablos, Leviathan, Pandemona, Alexander. Okay. That is a bunch. Cut the counter rave in half. I don't want that. Maybe I should get this refine item stuff. It's probably important and I never got it, so... What do you learn, actually? Oh, you're almost done. Okay. Yes, sure. We just get these item... thingamabobs. Initiative. That's kind of cool. You should also get boost. I don't know necessarily what boost does. I just think it makes the... the Guardian Force, like, damage better, I guess. I don't know. Right. Alexander. Initiative. I mean, that's important. That would be great for, like, the Cactuar fight, right? When we encounter them. If we encounter them. Maybe just one more. 20 AP is so much. But this is the last encounter in this desert for real this time. I want to get on. Like, we're 1.5 hours into the stream. There we go. Quetzalcoatl, Carbuncle, Pandemona. The Unlurk! Ah, sure. I don't know what the card command does, so... Bonus with a level up. I should get that. It's also on Squall, I know. That makes it kinda annoying, but hey. Bonuses are pretty good. Pandemona. Speed, sure. That's safe. Play a game where you can name your teammates, but the game... Oh, right, I forgot that. I completely read over that. Let me just use a tent out here. The game is boring or a game that is rather exciting, but you can't name people and you maybe even dislike the names. Gameplay goes over like the ability to name a character every single time. I love naming characters and being in control of that, and that's why I recently played Icewind Dale, and I loved it so much. But if the game's boring, just in general, the gameplay is boring, that doesn't hook me then. I'm taking a quick bathroom break before we head out over the ocean. I'll be right back. You forgot the thing, you know. Like, I remember we've been cruising on a way to find Estar. And we saw stuff in the ocean, didn't we? Maybe it was Fisherman's Horizon, but I don't think so. You're coming up with all the weird questions now. What's the loudest thing I've ever done? I mean, me, myself, physically? I mean, if you want to count amplification, I was on several stages. Playing concerts. So I was part of something pretty loud. Like, there's so much ocean in this world. I can't imagine there not being, like, anything here. Look at how slow we fly over this thing. What did I say? I'm actually not sure if we saw this. Might be something else. Or something that I experienced. What was the loudest thing I've experienced? Probably also a concert. Maybe one that I just can't remember right now. Is that a mouth? Is that a dragon? A dragon's head? That does look cool. One thing in these games that I'm always not that big of a fan of is that I often, especially in Final Fantasy VII, that was a big problem for me. I just don't know when anything is optional or it's just something where we go to later. So I have no idea if this is an optional thing or it's just like where we might go next for the main story, who knows. Guys, what is this place? Hey, I know this place. Know-it-all Zell to the rescue again, baby. Ready for a little story time, Squall? I love that the default option is forget it. I almost pressed it by accident. Let's hear it. Okay, here goes. This island's most likely that mobile research facility. AKA Battleship Island. So what did they research? Basically, they were trying to develop a draw system like I was. Excuse me? Probably traveled all over the world to gather different energy and materials for their research. Thank you. I love how that's like one of the rare German words that people outside of like English speakers also recognize because they somehow sometimes also say it. I don't know why. I don't know how the heck it ended up here. I heard they did some hardcore research here. They even used GFs for experiments. You get GFs here? To science geeks, it was Treasure Islands. They also use bless you, so I don't know. What, you think I'm BSing? No. Maybe I should give this guy more credit. I wonder if, like, probably several characters that you can have with you in your party have, like, an explanation when you go here. Let's see. I'm interested. He said GF. He said the magic word. Literally. Looks like it's been abandoned for years. What's that big blue thing? Oh, it's moving. What an awful light. Check out the core. We might find out more about it. The blue light leads all to death. Turn back. I did one step. Well, aren't you cute? Faraga, Curaga, Bio. What are you? I didn't turn back, correct. I took a step towards it. Weak against ice. Strong against... That's fire. And that's water. I'm pretty sure. Bonk. Well, that's not terrible. There was definitely soap. What was soap? What is soap? Oh, the bubbles. I think the bubbles are water, and the thing that I think is a droplet is a flame. I think. I don't think it's soap. There aren't any soap spells in this game, to my knowledge. Maybe we get the almighty... What's a good soap spell name? The Cleanse. I just don't use them. You're correct. Dragon skin. The cleanse. Thaumaturgy. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. What the fuck is that? Oh, reflect, huh? Do you reflect Guardian Forces? I hope you don't. I sincerely hope you don't, because if you do, I'm fucked. Ah. Oh. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite quotes. That's legitimately one of my favorite things that I've ever said on stream. Because it was legitimate. Wait, moment. What did I just say? No. I should clarify something. It was like a moment where I said something was like, no, hang on, that's not right. Bye. Oh, Leviathan and something else got something. I just was too quick again with clicking through it. Probably not you. Yeah, you were just down with something. Siren's done anyway. Oh, Diablos. Right, the item thing. You can do the other item thing, why not? Same with you, actually. I guess we have to like fight every single step until we reach that thing. Let's see what we can mark from him. Venom fangs. Yeah, it's different. We got like dragon skins. Oh, we're done with bio, huh? They are rude then. We don't know if they're rude yet. Maybe they're incredibly polite, and this is just part of their culture. Squeeze! Ooh, I didn't like the sound. No, I said they're rude. Yeah, and then I didn't get a drop. So when you mark a creature, you don't get a drop. And you get different things, or in some cases, I guess you get the same item but a higher amount from mugging. Huh. What do you guys have? Float zombie, silence the spell. We should get some more floats. It's always good to... Oh, never mind. I guess we have max floats. Maybe we don't anymore floats. Or maybe... you can't loot what's already been mugged! It's so wild when like singular sentences that are just like generally pretty different just remind me of something. This reminded me of "You cannot guard what you cannot see," which is what my main character in Street Fighter IV, Gen, would say when he did one of his ultimates. Or ultras, what it was called in Street Fighter IV. That just popped in my head because of how you worded that. But yeah, it makes sense. You can't loot what's already been mugged. Nerd. Of course I'm a nerd. Hey, Street Fighter IV has still a legitimately good shot at being, at least in my top 5 most played games. There was a time, like the only thing is, it was a pretty short period. It was like a year, but over the course of a year, I would play a lot of Street Fighter IV. I was pretty good at it. Sure. Melt. I mean, I still think that World of Warcraft definitely has it beat, and League of Legends definitely as well. I think a League of Legends, to my personal shame, is the singular game that I have the most hours in. And you know what? To my even bigger shame, recently I was like, I could go for a few games of League again. Haven't played in like like 1.5 years. I know it's not good for me. That 80 hours in 2 weeks, that was not me. And he assured me that it was a lot of downtime where he just had the game on while he slept. Because he do be like that. Just like, I'm done, and just closes the laptop with the game still on. I'm not sure if I ever had. Well, 80 hours in 2 weeks I probably did have. I mean, I was unemployed several times in my life. Cerberus learned something. I just don't remember which game it would be. Like the recent games that I recall where I... Oh, that's kind of cool. But speed 40% is also good. No, I think he just legitimately went and did something else or closed the laptop. It's a very him thing to do. Like the last couple of games where I say, yeah, that definitely took over my life for a while, I never came close to like that amount. Like Clair Obscur is one that definitely just dominated my free time for a while. Persona 5, Underrail. I think those are the like last 3 examples that were definitely noticeable. Because pretty much whenever I had like a free minute, I would open these games. Metaphor, kinda as well. A little less. But yeah, especially Clair Obscur and Persona 5. Mark boy. I don't even know. I didn't even see where they got the status effects from. I mean, I also got taken over by Path of Agra for a while, but not to the amount that, like, Clair Obscur took me. All right, he's blind. That was a stupid idea. Well, it worked. Never mind. I do miss Clair Obscur, I gotta say. It's like one of the games that I do consider playing when I have almost 3.5 weeks off at the end of the year, like over Christmas. The longest time we've been unemployed was 2 months. Would have liked a little longer. Very understandable. I've been like unemployed multiple times in my life. Once for half a year, and once for nine months. And it was a pretty terrible time, especially the latter one, because I didn't have any money. But yeah, not gonna lie. I've been in my current job the longest time I've ever held down a job. Which again, right now is my current job, which is like 3 years and 9 months at this point. And before that, this time I didn't have like any downtime between jobs. So I was employed 2 years before that as well. So I haven't been unemployed for like almost 6 years at this point. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like half a year off does sound pretty tempting. It's like, I would actually enjoy that, but I do enjoy having money more. is the thing. It is a beautiful game. It's a beautiful, wonderful, emotional game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will be Clair Obscur. Maybe it will be Disco Elysium again. Maybe it will be Final Fantasy VIII. Maybe it will be Chrono Trigger. I don't know. Christmas is still a while away. Yeah, sabbaticals are tempting, but I feel like kind of a trap, right? It's you either work so much that you can do it off overtime, which is terrible, or you get paid way less for 2 years, or like twice the time of your sabbatical. And I can't afford that. Shiva learned something. What does Renoa have? Poison. That's not poison. Let's just do it sooner. What do we have it for? So yeah, I don't see myself taking a sabbatical. Sure. In quite a while. But I do, even though, again, my job's pretty good in general, and I do have a pretty good work-life balance by now, I am like a bit restless. I do have that feeling in my bones. And it's definitely part of disease breath. Only that. Part of that is definitely, I just very recently realized it even more than I already did. is that I originally moved to the city, or moved close to the city, and just thus had my focal point of living here. Because of an ex-partner. And while she moved away, I was kind of stuck here in a place that I never really preferred. And I never really arrived at. So I don't hate it here. But I would just prefer to live someplace else. So that's also part of the restlessness. But also I do know that I don't want to move right now. It's been like only 2 years since I moved. And I don't want to move again so quickly after that. But in like 3 years, 3 to 4 years, 3, 4, 5, I definitely want to see if I can move away from here. Yeah, it's not the place I chose to be, and it's not as good as, like, a lot of people like it here, and I get that. It's fine for them. And people look at me weird when I say I prefer Kiel. But I do. It's just, it's a city that has a lot more going for it, in my opinion. You have perceived the resonance. Okay. What resonance? Not the frickin' disease, boys. Mr. Johnson and the Juice Crew. Yeah, we still need to do like a trip to Kiel in general. Finding a new job is just annoying. But that's a problem for future Ben. Again, I don't want to move for the next, like, 2 years at least. Probably more. But by the end of the decade, I do want to leave Lübeck behind, I think. What, my Kiel? What? I missed the point, I guess. Does that guy still live? Get mugged! Get mugged then! Why is that one so tanky? Oh, it's like... it undeads me. It's zombie. And then it can use cure on me to damage me. Oh, my job. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just... I mean, recently I saw this... On the first look, it was a pretty good job offer. But the more I looked into it, it had worse hours. It was a decent chunk of money less. And it would have probably meant... more work, more stress. And that's kind of sad. Because I don't really... It's not that I don't... Again, I don't like... I don't think it's unusual to dislike your job. And I do dislike working in general. But it just makes it hard to switch. Yeah. it makes it hard to switch jobs when just generally, especially the money, and since I was able to go down to a 4-day week, my life has gotten a lot better, and just generally I'm way more like productive in my everyday life, which is the most important thing for me. Like my creative output has been way higher than in the last 10 years. Alright, there's a bomb there. Kinda forgot that. Well, Shiva can handle that, right? Hi. That's a nice big bomb you got there. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it is in like 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years. Maybe the apartment market has collapsed in the meantime. And living somewhere doesn't eat up your entire budget anymore. I'm not counting on it. Actually, I'm too much of a cynic for that to believe that. I think it will just get worse. Don't Breath of Death me. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely a good point. I mean, I've been... How did I phrase it? I said, well, I've been a responsible adult. I got like my private retirement. I put money towards retirement. I have all of the like securities and insurances that I need. I even have like a whatever you call it in English, like a stock market plan where I invest a little bit. I've been a reasonable adult, even though I hate it. So now can I just do with my money and my time what the fuck I want? That's pretty much how I see things. Money is there to be spent. I still very vividly remember the time where I could not just buy like a t-shirt I liked without having to calculate how the rest of the month would go. I still remember counting out coins with a calculator in hand at the grocery store. Because I was not sure if I could afford my groceries. So yes, I have all of that, and all of that lives in the back of my mind when I think about my current situation. And then I think, you know what, but that's the thing that you always wanted to have. I don't buy at a discounter. I don't buy my groceries at a discounter. I don't need to. I don't need to, like, look at my bank account anymore. When I just bought the vinyl player, I just bought it. When I bought this t-shirt at a concert, I just bought it. That's even, like, 5 years. After 5 years, that's still a luxury to me. And it's one that I don't want to miss. And that I don't take for granted. I am. I mean, it took a while. It took a fuck ton of time. I mean, again, 5 years ago, I was like... not counting my student loans, I was like 3,500 euros in debt. Like my bank account was 2,000 overdue, and I had like 1.5k debt debt with the health insurance because I was not able to pay it in the year before. And from that, in like 2 years, to be completely fair, to being completely financially stable and being able to just like buy cool shit. That's kind of huge. And it's just gotten better. Like this year specifically, when I got down to, when I wasn't making enough money, that even with my like new, nice, bigger apartment, I was able to reduce my work time to 4 days. Huge. Absolutely huge. Working a full week is cringe. But that's also a luxury that I do not take for granted. I mean, I remember how it was at the stage theater where I was usually working like 50 hours a week. So I still know that feeling. And I had a long commute. And I had shitty hours because it's theater. What do we have? Darkness and... What does Renoa have? I don't know why I necessarily use items. I could just use Asuna. It looks like such a short way, but this takes so long. I wish we would not get the freaking debuff guys every single fight, though. Yeah, exactly. I had all of my shitty jobs in the very beginning. Call center agent for 3 months, which was terrible. Theater, which was also terrible. And like open public educational radio station. I don't even know what you will call it. Like open for all radio station, which was terrible, mainly because of it's pointless. And it was designed pointless. And the boss was just an asshole. Just a lazy asshole. And by comparison, my current job is amazing. In every regard. When I was working at the theater, even when I was working at the radio station, because I was working different days then. Like, I was working a lot of Saturdays, but I wasn't working every Saturday. I was yearning for stable work hours. And now I have that. Like, I generally, except when there's a huge, like, surprise, I generally know when I will be home from work. Like, in June next year. I know I'll be home by 4 p.m. Why are we talking about my job so much? I guess the conversation just kind of slipped that way. And this is not really that riveting, to be completely honest. I get what they want to accomplish with this, this part of the game. But it's pretty monotonous. I feel like my situation is kind of interesting because the ability to reduce work hours is something that a lot of people wish for themselves, but a lot of people can't really do it. I couldn't do it for years. But I do like to tell people that if you can manage, if you can somehow do it, it is worth it. It unlocked so much for me. I don't care that my bosses are unhappy with it. They can't do shit about it. At least in Germany, we have a right to work part-time. A right to reduce hours. You don't have a right to return to full-time once you go down to part-time. And the place you work at has to have a minimum amount of people working there. I forgot which. I think it's like 50. But then you can just do it. The company still has a bit of leeway when it comes to when and how your hours will be split. But in general, the bar for them to just like tell you, no, you can't take a certain day off is pretty high. Like, I pretty much just told my bosses, I will take Fridays off, thank you. And if you say I can't, well, tough luck, I can. And I love saying it. It's always good when I can. It's always a good day when I can bring out the. Yeah, well, this wouldn't be the first employer I've sued. It's always good when I can just drop that on the table. We're so very close to the thingy. I think I actually went, like, somewhat to the side. So I think I went a longer path than I needed to. It feels like we haven't done shit today, by the way, but we've been streaming for more than 2 hours now. It's almost 9 PM. We haven't done jack. We tried to fuck some sentient cactuses. And we went like 5 meters in this building. That's all we've done. We saw a UFO that didn't lead to anything. I need to look that up. I can't just let that be. There was a freaking UFO that flew past us. I don't care if I spoil myself. I need to look that up. I want to miss stuff with a UFO. Bye! Oh, he's alive still. Well, if it is something interesting and not like a little Easter egg, I want to like do that next time then. But if it's something, I mean, to me the desert looks empty, and I was there for like over an hour, or almost an hour, fighting enemies, and I only encountered the thing like once, and I couldn't target it. I didn't know what to do with it, so I don't want to just be stuck in the desert trying random fights for 7 hours. That's not interesting to look at, I think. So that's something that I would look up. This time I didn't even move. I mean, I pressed a button, but my characters didn't change their stance. That was terrible timing, me. There we go. Squeeze! Ow! I intended to move, yeah. poison mist. Ah, bastard. Okay, but that's how poison looks. Okay. Nice. Should probably also heal Squall. We're pretty close to this, like, cylinder thing. We are getting a shit ton of XP and AP, though, from all of this. Fighting every, like, half a step. Nope. I have no idea to what part of the cylinder I have to go. I think I'm still I'm pretty much in front of it. Maybe I have to interact with it. It is pretty grindy, yeah. It's not the most interesting design choice they've done so far. Oop. Should probably select an actual thing. No, Zell, my boy! Just mug him for it! Damn it. I think the tactic of making someone... Oh, you can even see the soul leaving. Of making someone the zombie and then just using cure spells on them is kind of funny. Get zapped! Yeah, there we go. Because that does a shit ton of damage now, right? Yeah, 2,000. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, that's what we have Alexander for, right? His attack is literally called Holy Judgment. Such cool sound design. There are so many good sound designs just in Alexander's Summoning Simulator. Even the end there, that's... Ah, love it. It's not the Shiva summoning where you get the riser, but hey, that's almost as good. I feel like the two things, the two zombie balls or whatever they're called, zombie floaties, have vastly different HP every single time. You made a sound that sounded very Star Trek-y to you. What? Why? And what was the sound? What was the context? Oh, something ultimate. Ah, I thought you made the sound. I misread that. Well, I don't know what I did. No, not trained. Use, please. Oh, he can't. He's mute. Right. That's his status. That's the whole thing. I'm doing something. Where do I have to go? It's so much. Every single step is an encounter. And it's an annoying encounter every single time. They told me not to go. You're right. They warned me. It would be funny if I didn't have to go to the core, but all the way across the room. Which I hope is not the case. I'm trying to just get in front of it now. Like, I always have to, after the fight, use a Suna. It just takes time. I love this sound effect. The rise now. This one. That's one of my favorite sound effects I've ever heard in a PlayStation game. Suna, there we go. Oh my god, what are they called? I should know this as an audio engineer. Yes, I have been. I have been in a room with like a noise floor in the negative dBA levels. It's an something chamber. It's an experience. It's definitely an experience. It hasn't been as bad as people have made it out to be, but it affects people differently. Some people can't handle it at all. Some people get like nauseous very, very quickly or get headaches. I did eventually feel somewhat disoriented, but I was in there for like 5 minutes, so not long. It was not like disoriented in the way that I was completely out of myself. It was just a little like, I feel like I'm not as like good on my feet as I should be. I went there during university. We did a field trip to one. That wasn't even a step. Please, just let me go to the thingy. You know what? I was thinking that there's no reason to get the frickin'... What's it called? Half encounter rage from Diablos. I regret it now. It was cool. We did some cool stuff in university. What bad is his dong? I'm still asking myself that question. I'm about to look up what I'm supposed to do here. This time I was just trying to interact with the thing in the middle. And usually I don't like to stream much longer than 9 PM. So I kind of want to know what I'm supposed to be doing here, because I've been here for almost half an hour. Where do you come up with all these, like, hypotheticals? That's a new thing. Yeah, look, would you please look it up? It's like research island, research facility, something. I mean, is a singular Eurorag module a thing? Because then I would get 3 really cool singular Eurorag modules. But yeah, I would get a bunch of Eurorag modules. I would get a woodworking. I would get a woodwork shop. If money was no issue, I would get like a complete wood shop. Because I would love to build electric guitars and bass guitars. And also just a few other things made of wood. Donk. Okay, while it resonates. I feel like it resonates the entire time, doesn't it? Maybe it pulsates? I haven't really paid attention to the thing itself, to be completely honest. Freeze until the glow subsides and only take a few steps at a time. When you reach the core, the ominous voice will engage you in the conversation. Each time you respond, you'll be attacked by a ruby dragon. Respond correctly to the third question, you will take it to face Bahamut. That was maybe a little bit too much information, but hey, I'm glad I learned that. Holy shit! I want to fight Bahamut, obviously. No worries about it. Oh yeah, it does glow. It even does a sound. What? It fades like very weirdly. Like you think it's gonna fade now, but then... Oh no, this time it didn't. So you wish to challenge me? It's not our will to fight, I guess. It is a very good reason. It's like almost the best possible reason to fight on. Hi, Ruby Dragon. I remember you from a Laguna flashback where I was unprepared. Firag. Flare. Oh, Meteor. Holy shit. I mean, I know we should probably just kill this thing. It's probably going to be insanely powerful. But hey, it has flares and Meteor. And reflect. I mean, that's also pretty good. Da-dong, 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 da-dong. Triple. You have haste, right? That's insanely manageable. Can't wait for it to, like, one-shot me. Oh, it has so much good shit! Those questions are good for downtimes. I'm just wondering where you come up with them. Oh, that's Faraga. Okay, well, if it casts Meteor, I'm probably in trouble. You know, let's actually scan this thing before I do anything stupid, which I'm bound to do. It has 40,000 HP. Strong and smart dragon. If enemies are using Reflect, it casts Reflect on itself to mirror the attack. Absorbs fire and wind. I still haven't decorated the synth. Yeah, you're good to think about stuff. Holy and ice. Okay. Okay, we should probably start fighting this thing. Yeah, that's Meteor. So let's heal in advance. It's not as bad as it could be. Let's see how much Shiva does. That's not a lot, actually. That's actually not a lot. What's the plan with the novel now that life is Pathfinders? Not my entire life is Pathfinders. I still plan to have the novel done by next year, by like the middle of next year. I'm still like occasionally writing on it, but right now obviously I focus on other things. But I still want to get, like, as soon as... Yeah, oh, that's also not a lot. I should maybe just auto-attack. Let's mug him first. What do we even get from that? Couldn't steal, nice. Yeah, that's better. Especially with haste. And I want a mug! Right now with me preparing the Pathfinder campaign, that takes precedence. But after that, the preparation is done. I will go back to A, more modular synth music, work on my next EP, and B, continue writing on the novel again. Some of life is also work, that is correct. Even with like only a 4-day week, a pretty sizable chunk of my life is still work. That's also not a lot. That's a pretty tanky Dargon. Give me stuff! God damn it. The thing is, Bahamut is scary. It must have rubies for armor. Magic triple Kiraga. There we go. I mean, Kiraga is maybe a bit overboard. Yes, it is. So I'm like 90% certain you get him as a guardian. As a guardian force, because he's like one of the most famous summons in the series. Like the very classic late game tactic. We did it in Final Fantasy VII, I did it in Final Fantasy V, I did it in Final Fantasy III. It's just spam Bahamut. That's where one of my signature things to say comes from, which is, ow, have you, no, you have all of these done, really? Let me just quickly, oh, that's bad, oh, that's horrible, actually. Fuck, where's my thing? Where's my thing? Kiraga. There we go. It's the the classic quote that I bring every single time I have like a big fight. It's like, have you heard of our Lord and Savior Bahamut? Can I interest you in our Lord and Savior Bahamut? You've heard it in Final Fantasy VII a bunch. And I said it since, I'm pretty sure I said it since, Final Fantasy, like, 3. You have magic triple haste? Haste? Question mark? Yeah, there we go. I ramble a lot, and I will ramble even more. Hi. I have no idea how much damage I've done so far, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I spent a good chunk, just, drawing magic from it, instead of attacking. With Bahamut, I can't risk. Even if he has amazing spells, I can't risk. Focusing on drawing magic and then just losing the fight because Bahamut is probably insanely dangerous. Breath. Oh, that's that one, right. That's the ouch one. Oh my god, that hurts so bad. No magic, triple, Kiraga. There we go. Oh, don't do this to me. That's a shitty move. Why are you so quick all of a sudden? That's a shitty move. And it's just the first, yeah. The thing is, I mean, okay, now I know that you can... I have to do this again. Don't do this! What are you doing? Why is he a bitch now? Stop! Also, I just realized I didn't have to do it. I guess. But it did save me. Magic, single, life. Why is he now? He was so chill, and now he's just spamming Meteor. Thank you. I highly appreciate it. The thing is, if I die, I have to go through the room again. I mean, not today, but... Oh my god! He's just... It's insane what he's doing now. Maybe I just try to spam. Maybe he's close to death and that's why he's an asshole. Yeah, now I know how to not get into the fights, so that's better. Like, I don't know if I jump immediately into the next fight with the dragon. If I have downtime, if I can go into the menu, I don't know that. God damn it. It's still alive. Oh, and haste ran out. Arrow? Now you do just nonsense attacks. Thank you. After pummeling me with Meteor. Oh my god, how much more HP does he have? Yep, goodbye. God damn it. That's anticlimactic. Okay, but I know how to be prepared for the next time. God damn it. That's bumming me out. That is bumming me out. Did you just legitimately go back to find that? Exactly. Next time we will just run through these guys. Yeah, we are at the end of our stint here in the desert. And trivia for the end of the stream, that's fine with me. Actually, let me just... Before I do that, let me save. Before I forget it. And you get your end of the stream trivia. Which is that the United States of America, famous for being involved in a lot of wars, it's only declared war 5 times. With the War of 1812... the Mexican-American War, the Spanish-American War, and World War I and II. Obviously, the US has like started more wars and escalated more wars than 5. But in like the last 100 years. No, well, not 100. In like the last 80 years, it's become pretty standard to just go to war without a declaration. They just do it. Yeah. Well, okay. I know this is a very unsatisfying ending to a stream, but it's almost been through 3 hours and I'm getting really tired. But on Sunday, then we will just get Bahamut and not be pummeled again by the freaking Ruby Dragon. That was annoying and unfair, and it knows it. And it's a very bad dragon. Not that bad dragon, though. Okay, I need to stop rambling. Thank you so much for being here. Highly appreciate it.